Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my channel Bold and Beautiful episode. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Team Steffi or Team Carter? Who deserves to win Forrester Creations Showdown? Taylor's new lab results. Cunning twist in Broken Heart story. Ivy scores ally against Steffi. Eric's new Houseguests. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that a surprising new feud has surfaced at Forrester Creations. It feels a little simulated for Carter Walton to be going up against Steffi Forrester out of nowhere. But at least it's commodity different. Now that Steffi and Carter are being leveled against each other as business rivals, we have to take a near look at the conflict and figure out who to bed for. Are you Team Steffi or Team Carter? For starters, we should admit that Steffi is co-CEO, so she's Carter's master. You could clearly argue that Carter isn't esteeming that, especially since he went before Steffi's back to arrange the revived jewelry line pitch. Bold and the Beautiful suckers also can't ignore the fact that Carter's belief in hope for the future didn't begin until he was trying to get Hope Logan in bed. This has come bigger than just Hope's line, but there's no denying that Carter wants to help Steffi's longtime adversary, and that's playing a part in this feud as well. Part of Carter may want to crop victorious over Steffi because of how she's hindered Hope. That said, there's some verity to Carter's claims that Steffi has let particular issues affect business opinions. Steffi was against Brooke Logan taking center stage on the Brooks Bedroom reboot, but she was wrong grounded on the successful figures. It's easy to see why Carter might push back in other situations where he thinks Forrester Creations can succeed, no matter what Steffi's history resentments are. It seems like Steffi could have at least looked at Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester's designs before shutting the whole jewelry line down. Is Steffi really that busy that she couldn't tromp down to the salon and take a regard? Considering all the breaks Steffi takes to make out with John Finnegan, she surely could have set up the time. That doesn't mean Steffi had to authorize, but the fair thing to do would have been to check out the jewelry designs and also make the decision. On the other hand, perhaps Steffi felt the need to establish some boundaries and let Carter know it wasn't oak to ambush her. It could have been a power move designed to put Carter in his place, and perhaps Carter indeed deserves to be put in his place a bit then. Nethermost line, there are good reasons to support either side of this Forrester Creations contest, which is only going to toast up now that Carter's got another pitch on the horizon. Who are you lodging for Team Steffi or Team Carter? Which side do you suppose will come out on top? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Taylor's new lab results. Coming twist in Broken Heart story. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor Hayes has been doing her part to find peace and a path to mending. Taylor preliminarily allowed she had heart failure, but Dr. Grace Buckingham informed her she actually had broken heart pattern rather. Although Taylor was skeptical of the new opinion at first, she ultimately came to accept it and indeed tried an idea that was outside her comfort zone. Ridge Forrester's healer plan worked out well since Taylor putatively had a major emotional release. Between the chakra realignment and all those feelings pouring out, Taylor is surely feeling better these days. Plus, Taylor is taking the specifics Grace specified, so she's doing her stylish to make advancements ahead of her coming cardiologist appointment. With all that in mind, we should start allowing about what Taylor's coming lab results will look like. There could be a twist brewing depending on how Bold and the Beautiful wants to play this. Will all Taylor's sweats lead to a positive report? Is the medical portion of this plot nearly over? It's possible Taylor's lab results will look much more this time around. Dr. Buckingham may tell Taylor to just keep doing what she's doing, which obviously includes all this cling time with Ridge since it's paying off. Taylor and Ridge may have a reason to celebrate, so the twist could be that good news brings them indeed closer. Ridge and Taylor might indeed partake a kiss once they're connecting over their relief. Also again, Grace might look at Taylor's new lab results and admit the figures still aren't where she wants them to be. It's indeed possible Taylor will have another conking spell or some other reversal that speeds up the timeline of her Crooker's visit. In that case, Bold and the Beautiful could twist effects another way if the lab results are negative, and that's what seals the deal on Ridge reuniting with Taylor. Ridge could be pulled further in Taylor's direction as her broken heart pattern drama continues. Our prognostications allude that Taylor and Ridge could be gearing up for another romantic chapter no matter what, so we'll pass along updates on their future together. The Bold and the Beautiful Thursday, October 24 recap. Ivy scores ally against Steffi. Eric's new Houseguests. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers recap for Thursday, October 24, reveals that Hope Logan knew Steffi Forrester wouldn't be on board with Carter Walton's vision for Forrester Creations, but she claimed Ridge Forrester would hear. Carter wondered if Hope was suggesting he should go over Steffi's head, but Hope just wanted him to turn to Ridge as a friend and tell him all his game-changing plans. Still, Carter admitted he'd pitched expansion ideas ahead and got shut down. Hope allowed perhaps Carter was being too nice about how he presented effects and added that his voice signified as COO. Hope prompted Carter to call a meeting to speak with Steffi and Ridge, which would give them a chance to see a leader with a strong vision for the future of the company. As Hope touched Carter's face tenderly, he smiled over her support and belief in him. Away, Will Spencer told Zen de Forester Dominguez about his hassle with Electra Forrester, though he didn't get her last name. Zen didn't know anyone named Electra and had to take off after Steffi summoned him. That left Will alone to dream about his first Electra preface, so he looked smitten. In the CEO office on Thursday's band occasion, Steffi told Ridge the buyers were dropping like canvases since they didn't have faith in Hope's line presently. As Steffi offered updates on Ivy Forrester's visit with Electra, she said Carter wanted to revamp the jewelry line to help promote Hope for the future. Steffi claimed she said no and rattled off a bunch of reasons why it wasn't the right time to revive the jewelry line like Carter wanted. Now that Carter was fighting so hard for Hope for the future, Steffi admitted she was concerned about him. At the Forrester Manse, Eric Forrester was pleased to reunite with Ivy and Electra. Ivy admitted they were in city to reboot the jewelry line, but she didn't suppose it was going to be a possibility because of Steffi. Once Eric heard the news about Steffi standing in the way, he offered to talk to her since he still had some leverage at the company. Eric liked the idea of the revived jewelry line and refocused out that his name was still on the structure. Ivy didn't want Steffi to suppose they were going over her head, but Eric didn't see it that way and valued Carter's opinion. As for where Ivy and Electra should stay while they were in Leh, Eric pushed them to stay at the Forrester Manse since it was their home too. Back at Forrester Creations, Zenda joined Steffi and Ridge in the CEO office. Although Zenda was working around the timepiece to steer Hope for the future in the right direction, Steffi claimed the line wasn't where it demanded to be. After Hope and Carter arrived, Steffi talked about some of the buyers bailing. Now Steffi allowed they'd moreover have to cut backing or cut Hope's line fully. Hope started to protest, but Carter piped up and began his pitch about a bigger, better vision for Forrester Creations. Carter pushed Ridge and Steffi to hear him out since this was commodity he'd been planning for months. After Carter participated that he wanted to expand beyond the fashion world, he said they could make that be through combinations and accessions. Carter wanted to acquire other companies that fit with their luxury brand and do commodity on a grand scale. Hope smiled over Carter's enthusiastic pitch, while Ridge at least looked interested in hearing further about his Forrester prognostications. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffi will do her stylish to pump the thickets soon enough, so stay tuned for further drama. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.